EY. This week is SDG week. That means the Sustainable Development Goals. And we're going to be reading on Zoom a wonderful book called The Earth Book. We're going to think about the Earth and how it's such an amazing planet that we live on. We're also going to think a lot about the colour green, because lots of the land on the Earth is green. Lots of the things that grow on the Earth are green. The trees and the plants all have beautiful green leaves. So we're going to make an Earth picture in our Zoom lesson, but at home I'd really like you to experiment with making different types of greens with different art materials that you have in your house. So hopefully you have listened to the wonderful story called Little Blue and Little Yellow, and that you will have learned that to make green, we mix together blue and yellow. So you have to find lots of different things that are blue and yellow, pens, pencils, crayons, paint, and experiment by mixing some yellow and some blue of each thing and see if you can make green. I'm going to show you an idea now for you to do. Have a go, have fun, and then put them onto Seesaw. So here are the things that I have collected. I've got markers, colour pencils, some crayons, some chalks, and a little bit of paint. Don't worry if you don't have as much as me, but see if you can find at least 2 different things or 3 that are blue and yellow. Okay, I'm going to keep them in sets like this, so I keep the same things together. Then with a pencil, I want you to put a few lines across your page and a few lines coming down. Don't do too many. I've done 2 across and 3 coming down. 2 or 3 or 4 is fine. And then you will see you have made some squares and rectangles. So we're going to try with different things inside each of those shapes. So I'm going to first of all try with my colour pencil. And what's really important is that you always use yellow first. Yellow is a very light colour. So to make a really good green, we need lots of yellow. And then we don't need so much blue. So if I just put a little bit of blue over the top, hopefully you can see it starts to look like green. But I don't need too much. If I press really hard, then the blue might cover up the yellow and then I won't be able to get the green. Okay, so there we go. That's with my colour pencils. Now I might try this square with my crayons. You can see that I like to do the edges first and then fill in the gaps. Again, I've got my yellow first, and then I don't need quite so much blue on top. You can see that it starts to give me a green colour. So I want to teach you that to make green, you mix together blue and yellow. Let's have a go with the pens. This can be a little bit more difficult because the blue pen is usually very dark. So let's see, we'll put lots of yellow down first. See what happens when I add the blue. Is it going to make green? Hopefully you can see it's like a really dark green. It is green, but it's a very bluey green because my blue is so dark. Okay, so then you're just going to experiment and try and fill up the whole sheet with different squares of different materials using different mixtures of blue and yellow to make green. Here's my chalk pastel. The good thing with chalk is I can get my fingers and mix it that way. And then I'm just going to show you the paint. So if you're doing your paint, you want to definitely put your yellow first. So I'm going to fill in my square with the yellow. And you only need a tiny bit of blue on top. I'll wash my brush because I don't want to mess up my blue pot. And a little bit of blue goes a long way. Look, a tiny bit of blue. Oh, look at that beautiful green. Okay, I am now going to continue and fill up my piece of paper.